Hello, and welcome to another adventure on today's Valheim survival mode, where we will be keeping it simple and building a basic log cabin by hand. Now, to make it simple, I've already gathered supplies, and we're just going to build our little huts out. Now, first thing we're going to need is some actual log. So, some of that over here. Let's gather as much as we can here. I am carrying too much. So we're going to run over to the little shed. Deposit whatever we don't need. Let's see here. Let's put about half that stack in there and bring some regular wood into our inventory. And we are going to lay out a base. The first thing I did was I came in here and leveled this area out. Found these large rocks in a circle, so I decided to use this. It's a good, simple level foundation to begin with. Cleaned it up. Now, let's put these rest of this extra in here. Okay, we want to keep a little bit of that. And, okay. Now, first thing we're going to do is lay out a simple base. Keep that. Just going to continue to build this frame out. It's the first thing we want to do. Alright. How wide are we? Also 5. Strap it in here. Boom. Okay. Now the first thing you want to do is identify your main corners. Okay. And you're going to want to pick a corner in the direction you choose to have it sticking out, whether it's going to be coming from the clockwise direction, or I'm pointing mine coming around the counterclockwise directions. You're going to want to put it an edge. On every one of those. And rotate it, and continue that form. We already got those ones. Now we're going to start with our big logs. And we're going to build right off of those corners. We're even going to leave that little piece down in there, as I think it looks good for the foundation. Now, next thing we're going to want to do is kind of identify where we want this door to be. And I think Put this bad boy right there. Finish up this wall section. Now on each of the spots that you don't have it sticking out on that layer, you're just going to want to go straight up to the pole. Go ahead and fill in any gaps on that layer. Continue forward. I think I'm going to make another door back here. Boom. Now, on the next layer, sometimes it'll click into place automatically, sometimes it won't. We're going to start on an open corner without the door. Now, boom, there we go. It clicked into place, overhanging the edge, and that's what we want. Although that's not far enough out. So, we need to give it a better place to click to. A lot of times when it doesn't click to a position you want it to, it's because there's nothing for it to grab, so you want to give it something to grab. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to force it into the exact position we want it to be in. Boom. Now we're going to continue on. Same thing here, but it's going to sit into that position just fine. Perfect. Right for the door. Let's go ahead and pop that bad boy in there. Perfect. Stop at that pole. We're in the second layer now. Actually, so what we want to do here, let's create another grab point. Force that beam right into position. Oops. Oops. Broke the wrong piece. There we go. Fill in the gaps. Boom. You basically want to continue to crisscross them. This piece right here, for example, needs a grab point. We're going to use the small piece. We don't want to bite into the door, we don't want to do that. Fill in the gap. Oh, there we go. You just want to keep crisscrossing the corners back and forth. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that and then speed it up for you.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Yeah.
Okay, now that I've got the first 3 layers done, we're going to start putting some more detail into the cabin. First thing we're going to put in is the floor. Now the reason we set the floor the way we did is this should, come on, there we go, grab position, come on, where we go here, there we go. So, you just want to keep dropping it in the floor like that. Oh, I'm having a hell of a time. Means I need to lower the ground a little bit. If you're having trouble, you can't get it to work, try lowering the ground. Bring a little piece of lowered ground over here. Oops. Let's see if we can get some ability to grab here, because that's what you're working with, especially when you don't have creative. You gotta fight the physics of the game. There we go. Lower it some more, I think. Finish this floor up. It's getting dark on us, which is why I built the shed. I always think of my first building, my first house or shack, as like the shed to wherever I'm gonna build. I got a little bed in there. We'll fast forward it so we can continue to have good daylight. Let's see here. Get this going in there. Wow. Gonna have that kind of trouble. Grab our pick. Oh, that should do us. Alright, so let's go sleep. Alright. Day 3. We got the foundation done. It's hard to see. Let's craft some wooden torches. Never a bad idea to set up on a construction site. one of the next things we're going to do, actually, is build our scaffolding set. Alright, so we're just going to build a platform. Temporary platform. Around our building. That allows us to get a height advantage. Up with it. Uh-oh. We want some support. Let's lend it some support. There we go. Alright, so we'll give it stuff to grab, as usual. Alright, now that should be high enough. And that'll at least allow us to get back up on top when we need to. Okay, ooh, there we go. Can't get it to bite. Here, let's go ahead and plant these around this thing at the proper points so that we don't have to come back down for this run. There. Now, we will just keep plugging these onto their locations to define our main edges. There we go. I think that's all of them. Alright. Now, a lot of times it gets annoying to have, like, whatever big object in your way when you're trying to destroy things, so I like to go to my repair, because then it doesn't show any objects. And I'm going to break out all of these pieces carefully. I need to eat. Ooh, don't want to be fine. Doing this survival style. Let's see. Okay. Now, we got a couple of windows defined. We will add another one over here. So we're going to finish the next layer, leaving the windows open, the window positions. And sometimes it's easier if you put the windows in. That way it gives the logs something to grab onto. Oh. Keep going. Yeah, there we go. See, now that'll more easily lock into position. Alright, make sure we're still zigzagging corners. Got our first window in. Drop in some more windows. Ah, yes. Perfect, perfect. Same here, we're just tightening this corner. We can get position, there we go. Sometimes you just gotta mess around and wiggle it into round until you find where it'll click into position. Sometimes it's not important to do for that. Let's go for the big guy. There we go. Oh, it still wants to go right in, okay. I think this is our last window position. Alright, we'll finish this layer with the logs. Perfect spacing. Awesome, awesome. Always a wonderful thing. Alright, now let's go. Oh, I need stairs there, I got stuck. So let's plan ahead for that. Let's just go ahead and do that now. Oh, well then. Let's the view closed while I'm in and out. No problems getting in and out the building. Let's go up here. Alright, now we gotta do one more layer because we want to encase the door. So, let's go over here. And then we're just gonna walk along here like a construction worker. Close this. There we go. Close that. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Clicked right into position. Always a beauty. Always a beauty. Alright. And we're actually going to use the long one because we're going to go straight over the door this time. Boom. Straight over the window. Boom. And we want to have him. This is why we have this scaffolding over here. He's not biting and we want to jump down and back up quickly. Boom, boom, boom. Pure survival style. And I mean, I'm only partially in survival right now, but I'm not building outside of the survival mechanisms to show you what it takes, what you would need to do to build a good building, be able to walk around it, get around it, build scaffolding. Especially taller buildings, you're going to build much larger, more elaborate scaffolding. Always keep them simple though, so you can break them down really easily. Break everything out on the bottom, they just fall out anyway. Unless they're touching, like I think it might be counting that as touching right here, but this isn't very tall either, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Need a bite point. Boom. Let's go ahead and fill out the other bite points. That way there's just nothing to worry about. Finish this round real quickly. And then we'll be on to the framing and the roofing. We're already good. Yeah. Boom. Won't bite from up down here, so. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Playing some Mario. Jumping gaps and shit. Alright, let's see here. I'm just filling the rest of the major roof. Boom, boom. We'll use long sticks or long logs for all of it. Because we just want to fill it all out. Alright, now we can break the scaffolding out of place. Alright, now let's get a third-person look. There you go. Ooh, he's off position. Look at that. See, that's why we take a look. He is off position. Let's see if we can't get a better position here. There we go. Break that little piece out. Boom. There we go. Alright, we can finish breaking all those little pieces out. Oh, I hear a bad guy. Boom. Boom. Alright, so we are completely done with the walls and base structure. Now, oh no we're not. I lied. We need just a couple more smidgens of log over here. My bad. Let's see if we can get him to sink in right here. Let's see here. Jump up on here to get a better look. There we go. Just had to look down on it a little bit. A lot of times that's the case, looking up or down on it, but sometimes the side to side gets iffy. Generally, it's pretty goofy, I'll tell you what. Alright. We got our base system done here. Let's get rid of this stuff. Okay. Now, first thing we would want to build inside, of course, would probably be our hearth. So, what you think? What you think the front door is? Let's see. Little river's over here. Seems to me like. Oh, well, hello. Chop you down like a tree. Alright. Gotta love that Flintstone axe. This is probably the front door. So the hearth, I'm thinking, perfect. It clicked right into position. Alright, see if I have any wood on me. Alright. So we'll build our chimney right off that. Start with that. Wonder if it'll let me get that back corner. Oh yeah. Excellent. Build ourselves a little stair stepper. Oops. Come on. Alright. There we go. Come on. Do it. Do it. Click into it. Do it now. Hurry. Click on it. Don't make me break this log. Oh, I'm gonna break the log. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna finish out these. Jump up here. That'll give us a frame to work around the rest of the house while we're building up. Now, what we want to do here, let's see, is eat more food. Okay. We need a different kind of scaffolding now. We want to get right up there. We're going to take the 45-degree beams, actual beams, to start planting in the roof. I feel like you want to click to the middle there. So I'm going to break you out and replace you by 2 separated logs, which will give me, breaking down the long piece sometimes helps give you a bite point in the center where you need it. So, boom. It's getting dark, isn't it? I always get so into it that it starts getting too dark to see. 21-minute day spans just aren't long enough for me. I wish they had an adjustable slider. Okay. Roofing is a pain in the butt, just like real life. The wall carpentry, not so much. Time consuming, sure, but not so bad. Now I gotta become a beam walker extraordinaire. And I'm a gymnast even in real life. One thing I always wanted to do was a flip. Can't do flips. Alright. Put these main ones in. You're a little off. Let's see that. So we're going to leave that alone. Let's get up there again. Let's see. And here it goes. Let's see here. Now this one's really close together, so I'm going to use the 26 degree. And that should allow the tips of the roofing to touch. Boom. He's suspended, but we'll deal with him later. I hear him out there, but he doesn't seem to be bothering me. Just making silly noises. Now I like to frame everything out. We framed the square or whatever shape you're going to make the general floor space. And then you frame, the wall systems, the doors, the window ways as you're working on the walls, working your way up. It's different, of course, if you're using the panels. I mean, it'd be easier, you're really just, kind of walling it in as you go. I wonder if I'll be able to get him out of there. I don't know if I can get him out of there. Oh no. There we go. That's funny. Where are you? I see you over there. You want to fight? I ain't had a battle. Oh, he's hitting my wood. Get out of here. That's my wood. That's my wood. Got some wood in the cellar. Got some popsicles in the cellar. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can get this thing to click in place up there or what. Because we got an odd positioning. It might almost be better to go tall on these parts of the roofing. Just go beam straight across. Let's see here. Alright. We're gonna need to get up there. So we're gonna build an in-house scaffolding style system. That should be totally sufficient to help us finish the rest of this build. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I ended up liking the curve and where it's meeting though. Let's see if we continue on with the 45s, how far that gets us. Ooh, that sun is right, boy. Right in your eyeball. Eyeball soup. It's a classic when you're a Viking, you know. Good old eyeball soup. Mm. See that he's not quite sunk into the corner the same way as the other side. See if we can get him to sink down differently. See if we can get up there. Huh. Try and get... Oh, that seems to be the position you want. Will this even stick to it? Nah, it's not the right distance. Alright, so we're discovering our distances here. We got some kind of little gappy thing in the center. I know how I'm going to take care of it. I was trying to avoid it, but it's doable. So, teach you that when we get there. Alright, let's continue on with all this. We're going survival mode style, so we're going to use the thatched style roofing. And we're going to want to just point at the inside of the beams. Any gaps that are wider than one, just going to want to aim at both sides to fill it evenly. There we go. And that's one of the things, you know, I haven't talked much about, but as I've gone on, you'll see me make little adjustments. You know, this didn't end up square. You know, let me fill a gap with a beam here, with a log here. You know, use the roof from two different directions to seal it up like that, whatever it takes. You know, it's one of the things about building in this game. Sometimes it can be pretty finicky. Boom. But all the systems work out in the end, especially when you use these little tricks. You know, framing things in is always good. You know, a lot of times I see people make a stilt, then the wooden frame. I just went straight to the wooden frame on the floor for this outside, you know, the actual little wooden frame out here underneath the logs. And then, you know, sealing the floor, you know, you can use wood, stone, whatever your materials are available to you. You know, we're just going with a, you know, we're going with a good solid, you know, survival build. Say you have, you know, like I said, a lot of materials. Let's say you know, farmed up and gathered a bunch of supplies, and you got a bunch of piles of wood out back like this, and you know, you just grab from your piles and build. I mean, it's honestly one of the best ways to do it. That's kind of why I started showing this way. It's something I picked up a long time ago, right away in this game. It's just, you know, it's good to just break. Like, I'll run through the woods, chop a bunch of trees down. I won't even break them down yet. Just chop them down, then break them down. You know, after the whole field is like stumps. And then break them down and, you know, grab a cart, move them, and you know, stack them up, and then start building. Because then it's just great to have all your resources and supplies handy and you know, right where you need them. Let's see here. Next step of the roof. It's actually going to get easier in a second here. We're just going to finish up from below because it's simple. There's not much left to do. Another thing you'll notice I do, I don't run around constantly. I try to stand in one position and reach all of the spots I can from there before I move. It just saves on time, energy. Helps when you're encumbered if you're trying to accomplish a task quickly before you run out of energy. You don't want to drop anything. Trying to, like, say, like, build a small shelter. build it around you. Literally stand in the center and build it around you. That way you don't have to go anywhere. Um, that has saved me more than once. Alright, let's see here. Alright, it's looking good. And we have that little gap we want to seal. Alright, so let's deal with the gap. What we're going to do, here is our little staircase on the back here. Perfect. And one thing we can do now that there is a roof up there, we can just put some staircasing into one position. And that'll kind of help hold you, because I hate the sliding on roofs. When you're sliding on the roof and you're trying to work on it, it just, it can be maddening. Let's see. So sometimes putting a staircase in is just a good plan. And basically, yeah, we're just gonna kind of see if we can't get this to lock in a decent position here. I mean, that should do it. Should cover our roof. It's a little off-center when you do this, but it's better than nothing, you know. It's absolutely better than nothing. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Now, being as it's a Viking house, I don't mind some gaps and stuff in my roofs, but we're gonna fill, you know, we might fill some of this with some of the other featured pieces, but this is basically it. Now you got your finished body to your cabin. You know, I've seen people showcase a quote-unquote log cabin, but it's not actually made of log. So I just kind of wanted to give a short survival tutorial on making a basic log cabin. Something simple, and obviously, you know, I framed out the place where that I'm gonna, you know, the chimney will be. We didn't cut that out yet, but that would be the next step. So that'll be episode 2. We'll go ahead, in episode 2, we'll go ahead and cut out the roof. We'll start finishing, you know, more of the inside decor and finishing the walls, you know, upper walls in the second story. Maybe we'll have a loft upstairs, something like that. And we'll build a crafting station, probably out back as this wood gets depleted. So, until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day. Tune in again to the Valheim Survival Mode Challenge.